Hey guys, Chart Stoppers back with another video. In this channel we take a look at different stocks and map out their key support and resistance areas on their chart. It's important to know these areas before buying any stock, and it's also important to know what kind of a trend a stock is in before you buy into it. Support and resistance is one of the most important things you should know about a stock before you either buy or sell. Also, if you're doing any day trading, swing trading, or options, you're definitely going to want to get familiar with support and resistance. Just to let you know, I'm not a financial expert. These videos are for educational purposes only, but I am here to point out key factors on the charts which do impact the price action of a stock. Also, I provided a link in the description for Webull. You can use it to start an account and get 2 free stocks, and I also provided a link for Robinhood. You can start an account and get 1 free stock. Just to let you guys know, we will be doing 3 videos per week on 3 different stocks. So if you have a recommendation, leave a comment below, and I'll try to get to your video on your recommendation. So with nothing more, let's get to the stock we're doing today. Today we are looking at Peloton. It's currently trading at $144.59. They just came out with earnings yesterday, and they are down 8% today. So with that, let's take a look at their chart, and we'll go over the support and resistance areas on their chart. And we're going to be starting at the bottom. Okay, so let's start over here in the left hand corner. I'm going to be starting down here at about $20. I can see when they were first listed back in 2020, it was, let's see, this was in about September of 2020. They first came out. They had a pretty strong base of about $20 here, you could see. So I'm going to mark that off as my base. And now I need to find my resistance around here at, it looks like $40. So I'm going to mark that off at $40. Okay, so moving forward, it looks like they hit another small resistance area at about right here at $50, it looks like. So I'm just going to mark that off on my chart. Again, it's a small resistance area before they eventually moved up over to this area. So I'm going to grab another line here, and I'm going to mark this area right here. It looks like $70. That's going to be their next resistance point, where as you can see, it hit right here, bounced down, hit right here, and bounced down. So it had a little trouble at the $70 mark breaking through that resistance. But as you can see, the $50 mark was our support for this $70 resistance, which was our old resistance. So once again, when it breaks through a resistance point, that now becomes our new support level. Okay, just to reiterate that if you haven't seen my old videos. Okay, so moving along, you could see right here, this was a good earnings report, and you could see the price shot way up here. And let's grab another line. We're going to find our next resistance point, and that looks like it's going to be at about $100. So I'm just going to mark that off. You could see $100. That's a nice resistance point there. And we're going to need to find our support, and it looks like $70 holds up right here. You could see the price came down, held up at $70, and that looks good. So as you could see right here, it finally broke through this $100 resistance, and this was a big run up here, and that was off of another strong earnings report. So every time it looks like this stock has a earnings report, you know, that the price shoots way up. So let's find our next resistance point after this one, and it looks like it's going to be at $140. So I'm going to mark that right there, 140. And as you can see, let me move this line up, get that up to 100 right there. So 140 right here is our next resistance, and our support right here will be 100 off of that 140 resistance. As you can see, it hit that 140, got rejected, you know, it traded sideways, came back down to hit that 100, and it bounced back up before eventually it had another strong earnings report right in here, and it eventually broke through that 140. So let me move my chart over so we could get a better look at this area right here. So after this earnings report right in this section right here, it broke through the 140 and it hit our all-time high at 170. So I'm just going to mark that off, 170 on our chart, and that'll be our last point on our chart that we needed to look at, because as you can see, we have our support right here for our 170 high, which is 140 is our support for that one. So we don't need to mark anything else off. So let's just zoom out real quick and take a look at our chart. And everything looks pretty good on there. You know, we have our different areas of support and resistance. So if one breaks, we'll know where to, you know, be looking for our next support area. And as you could see, if you're looking right here, because they did have earnings yesterday and the price did drop, and it continues to drop. It looks like it is getting close to this support level. So this definitely would be in a buy zone if you're looking to trade this. You know, if it holds this, it's good. If it holds this 140 support, you know, if it gets closer to that, or if you think, you know, it's going to go back up, I would definitely be looking to buy this in this area, you know, because you have that 170 resistance up there, that high. So I would definitely be, you know, watching that and looking at that as a buy right there. So anyway, let's get on to our price prediction for this one. You know, even after they beat earnings by almost double what was expected, the share price dropped yesterday after the earnings call because of a downgrade by Raymond James. They were downgraded because of delays in deliveries, not because of their earnings. They had strong earnings. You know, they, like I said, they almost doubled their earnings expectations. So there's nothing wrong with the company, nothing wrong with their earnings, nothing wrong with the numbers. Everything's great with that, but they do have delays with their deliveries apparently. So, you know, it could be because of COVID. I'm not sure about that, but that was one of the problems which caused the share price to drop. But I think that's a plus with this company. You know, that's a pretty good problem to have. You have a strong demand for your product and, you know, you can't deliver it quick enough. So I think that's a pretty good problem to have moving forward. I think they'll find a way to figure that out moving forward. And I think they'll continue to grow and expand. And I give them a price target of 190 at least by the end of the year, if not closer to 200. So that's my price prediction for this one. If you guys like the video, give it a like and subscribe to the channel. And we'll see you next time on Chart Stoppers.